Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to complete the men's quarter-final lineup here at the 2022 Australian Darts Open. So let's bring the two players to the stage, the first of which is from South Australia. It's the polisher, Danny Porter.
Say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Oh, 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 oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, eh, eh. And when you're done, I make you do it all again. Oh, oh, oh.
And finally, it's the man from Queensland, a WDF World Cup winner for Australia, the Guru, Raymond Smith.
Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Nah, can I kick it? Thank you. Yeah, I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me. Go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on shark week. Raw, time to go up, gone. Deuces goodbye. I got a world to see. And my girl, she wanna see Rome. Caesar make you a believer. Nah, I never ever did it for a throne. That validation comes from giving it back to the people. Now sing this song and it goes like, raise those hands, this is our party. We came here to live life like nobody was watching. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. Learn from that failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching.
Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Welcome back to the last match of the Australian Darts Open for today. It's been a marathon session, and Raymond Smith takes on Danny Porter for our final game of the night. Glenn, what a marathon day today.
It's certainly been an extended day and a long one at that, but the darts have been sensational, and I'm sure everybody's enjoyed the day. It has gone a little longer than we expected, but nonetheless, we'll be back to do it all again a little later today.
Indeed. I think we'll see a very different Raymond Smith on the stage tonight. Told me he found it very difficult, which is natural, I suppose, if you're playing your son in a major tournament.
Played his young fellow Kai, and unfortunately that's how the draw came out. And very tough to, it's always tough
First leg,
to play
Raymond
friends,
Smith,
let alone
go first.
family.
Game on.
So I think we'll see a very different Raymond Smith tonight against Danny Porter.
'57. $100.
Good start there from Danny Porter.
$140.
Nice response from Raymond.
Danny Porter, another player representing his state this year at the
180.
representing his state, South Australia, in the Australian Championships coming up next week.
Fun kicks off.
100.
Son Kai, Raymond's boy, cheering dad on.
45.
think that was Dennis.
And behind him was Sam Ballinger's
85.
partner, Maggie Cooper. And behind Maggie there, a character of Victorian darts, Tommy Highland, who's represented at state level
45.
in previous years.
Raymond, you require 119.
Leon,
Old plugger. Bullseye.
94. Danny, you require 131.
You're looking at the triple 18.
$91.
Picked up nicely.
Raymond, you require 25.
25 then, to take the first leg.
$9.
Wow.
Danny, you require 40.
Gives Danny the opportunity to get on the board. Ooh, next door. Now needs double 15.
That was just on the outside as well.
10.
Clip the flight.
Raymond, you require 16. Game shot in the first leg.
That's
Raymond
nice,
Smith.
easy.
Made no mistake about that one.
Second leg, Danny to throw first. Game on. $95. $83.
Raymond Smith is staying in Moama for the next
38.
week or so, just to offer encouragement to his son Kai, who's playing in the Queensland state team.
Imagine we'll see him taking part on
100.
Sunday, Pacific Masters.
Yes, I'm sure we will. Winner of many Australian
58.
titles, Mr. Smith.
Do we know?
Someone else camera shy?
Yeah. Do we know at this stage, Calvin, how many entries we finished up with the Pacific, or is it not closed off?
60.
It's closed off on the 4th of August,
Okay.
and I believe it's over 100.
Fantastic.
98.
Well, the support so far for the Australian Open has been magnificent. They've come from far and wide. Good to see them
80.
hanging about for the Pacific Masters.
Of course, tomorrow, those state players that haven't arrived today
44.
will come into town.
You mean more dart players?
More dart players.
How many dart players can this town hold? They're everywhere.
Many, many more. We'd love to see 3 times as many.
48.
Driving up the
God.
streets, they're hanging out the trees, they're everywhere.
The wonderful thing about this region is that accommodation and venues are of no issue whatsoever. Lots and lots.
95.
Lots and lots
Fantastic.
of
Raymond, you
facilities.
require
It's
130.
fantastic. And they look after one another, and I've found. And the first thing they ask you if you're buying a drink or buying some food, are you staying somewhere local? And you tell them, they say, oh, we can give you some discount because you're staying up there. They're good friends of ours. Fantastic. Love the system.
66.
Really
Danny, you
does
require
have that
73.
wonderful community spirit that you quite often only found in the regional areas.
53. Raymond, you require 60.
There's Liam again.
Blowing a cheeky kiss.
32. Danny, you require 20.
He's been a wonderful asset for us.
Game shot in the second leg. Danny
How's
Porter.
Liam?
Danny Porter
Third leg, Raymond to throw first.
on the
Game
board.
on.
Scoreline 1-all. Raymond Smith with the shot.
$97. $137.
There's nice darts there.
$41.
Raymond doesn't appear to be quite on top of his game.
No.
And Danny Porter looks like he's enjoying every single dart up there.
94.
Certainly enjoyed that one. Picked up the 18 on his last start.
$41. $60.
Paul, the photographer. Paul Benjamin, our official photographer for this tournament.
Been kept himself very busy the
100.
last couple of days.
$40.
Come a long way if they're from Port Edland.
They
That's
are
right.
indeed. They are indeed. Some of the folk from Port Hedland
58.
were
Danny,
involved
you
with
require
the
170.
juniors, the junior contingent that come across from WA. The Golby family. I do believe the young man ended up winning the Junior Pacific.
125. Raymond, you require 164. $60.
So
Danny, you require 45.
45 to go into a 2-1 lead.
Great opportunity for Danny Porter here.
Double 16.
13.
No,
Raymond, you require 104.
no.
56. Danny, you require 32.
Oh, double 16 to take the third leg. Go into a 2-1 lead.
No score.
Can't do it.
Raymond, you require 48.
You have
can't-
to take these opportunities when
Yeah, you can't give this man too many chances. Man of Raymond Smith's calibre.
Game shot in the third leg. Raymond Smith.
there you go.
Fourth leg, Danny to throw first.
Even more
Game on.
important over such a short format. You only need 5 legs to go through to finish them to win the match, and you cannot give away opportunities like that.
No.
41.
The crowd was starting to thin out. Given the time, I'm not surprised.
100.
A few diehards still there. Getting their money's worth.
100. 140.
It's a nice set of darts there.
Nice darts by Raymond Smith.
Danny Porter
100.
all over that triple 20. Just the one getting through though.
$121.
Raymond Smith getting himself another start this year at Alexandra Palace, winning a recent
70.
event. Gets him
Raymond Juniquire
a
140.
start over there again at Christmas time. I'm sure he'll be looking forward to that. He did very, very well there last year. Getting through to the
100.
fourth round of the World Championships.
Danny Porter unable to finish on this walk.
140. Raymond Juniquire 40.
Raymond something to think about. Tops to extend the lead. Double 10. Double 5.
35.
Now,
Well,
Danny Juniquire 50.
that's one way to make a mess of 40.
double 16 then.
Double 8.
42.
Well, he's had his
Raymond
opportunities in
Juniquire
his first
5.
couple of legs.
He has, and he hasn't taken them, so he may get punished by the guru.
Double 2. Double 1.
Game shot in the fourth leg. Raymond Smith.
Just acknowledging
Fifth leg. Raymond to throw first.
that wasn't
Game
the
on.
best game of the best finish to what started off as a promising leg.
Not the
For
sort of
Raymond Smith.
not the sort of finishing we normally come to see from Ray Smith.
But nevertheless, he's in a
100.
gives him a 3-1 lead.
$60.
Anthony Dundas in charge of proceedings up on the
97.
stage. Also very handy in the commentary box.
100.
Very knowledgeable. And a recognised international referee and commentator on some major events.
100. $44.
Danny Porter seems to have lost a little bit of fire.
Raymond Smith here with the shot.
100.
Whips that down to a manageable outshot.
Just keeping it nice and consistent. Not looking for the big numbers with every dart.
87. Raymond Juniquire 104. $72.
Cleaned that up nicely to leave double 16 when he returns. Danny Porter can only hope that he
125.
puts a little bit of pressure on
Raymond
him with that.
Juniquire 32. Game shot in the fifth leg.
Yes.
Raymond Smith.
A 4-1 lead now for Raymond Smith of
Sixth
Queensland.
leg. Danny to
Over
throw first.
South
Game on.
Australian Danny Porter.
No trouble for the guru.
$60. 41.
So I haven't seen all the players, Glenn, over the last couple of days. Who was your pick for the finalists?
Well,
100.
it's probably a little hard to say, but if I was a punting man, I would be very much inclined to
100.
probably have a dollar or two on Yella Klassen. He'd be my pick for the men.
Well, I think you're not far off, but the number 1 and number 2 seeds.
Look,
100.
Certainly.
Neil Duff, certainly more than capable, quality player, and I would expect to be seeing him around the thereabouts at the final.
95.
But who knows? Tomorrow, sorry, later today, is another opportunity, and every day we wake up, it's a different day. So
137.
Nice shot there from Danny Porter.
regards to the girls, it's a hard one to call. I quite like the look of
95.
Nicole Renner.
Danny, you require 104.
But you've got Mikuru Suzuki there, very seasoned campaigner.
64. Raymond, you require 170.
This would be a nice one to take out the 5th and final leg of the day. Not this shot though.
58. Danny, you require 40. Game shot in the 6th leg. Danny Porter.
Keeps himself
7th
alive.
leg. Raymond to throw first.
He says,
Game on.
I'm not done yet, Ray.
Score 4
Just gonna
legs
have
to 2 to Raymond Smith.
Have to keep working a bit harder. Taps him on the shoulder and says, I'm still around.
60. $85. $60.
Taking a bit of a breath.
59.
Danny Porter trying to gather himself.
$60.
Hello, Leah.
Yes,
$140.
nice shot.
$100.
Neck and neck, these fellas. Bringing it down.
More steady than spectacular.
43.
Still no outshot yet for Danny Porter.
57. $100. Raymond, you require 164.
Needs to make a move on this, Glenn.
He might get a crack at that 74. He certainly will now.
100. Danny, you require 74.
74 plays 64.
I don't think he'd want to mess about too much. I think Ray's in the mood to finish this. Get it over and done with.
Tops for the...
Game shot in the 7th leg. Danny
Back to
Porter.
4-3. We enjoyed that one.
8th leg. Danny to throw first.
Absolutely, he did.
Game on. 96. $100.
Very steady. Inconsistent Raymond Smith. Haven't seen many spectacular
121.
legs from him in this game tonight.
It's probably a little below par for his lofty standards.
$100.
But we'll blame that purely on the fact that it's late in the day. Or should we say early in the morning.
80.
Danny Porter's come to life. Raymond must have
Here we
heard
go.
us.
120.
Creel bounce out.
120 and one on the floor.
$44. $127. Danny, you require
Nice shot.
160.
Shots on. Oh, just a little bit low
Just
for the spectacular finish of 160.
Just ricocheted around a little bit there. A little bit
96.
little
Raymond,
bit
you
stiff.
require 54.
54 then for the match for Raymond Smith of Queensland.
Ball in double top.
Game,
Yes.
shot, and the match. Raymond
5-3.
Smith.
Finish to the Guru.
Well, there you go, Raymond Smith closing out our final session for today. 5 legs to 3 against South Australian Danny Porter. That's all from us, folks. Thanks for joining us. And please join us tomorrow, kicking off at 12 o'clock for our quarterfinals of the men, semi-finals of the ladies, and then the semi-finals of the men before we get on to our grand final matches. Thanks very much. I'm Kelvin James. It's been a pleasure being with you.
Thanks very much, Kelvin. We'll see you all back again tomorrow with all the darting action for the Australian Open. Good night from Glenn McLeod. Thank you.